What's up, guys? It's your boy, Shawn-jose. Listen, I know that there's been delays. We've had guests back out last second, but I'm going to hit you this weekend with two guests. Tonight's guest is a fucking dope dude, Marine veteran. And actually, I'm doing behind the scenes as well on Insta. So I'm going to just try this out. Um, so tonight's guest is a fucking awesome man. I'm pretty sure we just met in a veterans group or something. He's motivated. He's trying to be the change he wants to see in this world for the veteran community, and it's awesome. Tomorrow, I finally, he's a busy man with all his scheduling and his companies he runs. I finally get Pierre on tomorrow. He's doing a whole bunch of motocross stuff. I think he's in competitions out in the West Coast. We were going to do it Friday, but it would just be like 11 o'clock at night. But we're going to get it down tomorrow. I'll give you two doubleheader, and then that week, well, next Thursday, I will have my boy Sarncini. We're going to try to do round two, see if we can get him on. But remember, August 7th starts the voting for the Veteran Podcast Awards. So get out there and remember to vote for Majestic AF. And so we're going to try to see how this thing works with behind the scenes and see if you guys can hear the conversations that we're having. So with no further ado, this man is fucking making waves. He has a lot of knowledge of the resources that can help veterans with homelessness, drug rehabilitation, recovery, and stuff like that. He's got an amazing story. He's a Marine vet. So let me bring on my guest, my boy, Mario.
What's up, fool? Welcome to LA,
What's up? So listen, I know you're out in the beautiful fucking California, but I'm here in Tennessee, and it's obviously it's already nighttime here. But how's Cali treating you, bro? Like,
oh, bro, man, Cali's the shit, man. It's amazing out here. It's sunny. I just got back from the beach, man. Had a raspado real quick, a paleta. Just hanging out right here at the West LA VA, trying to work on my program. I love Cali, man. How's up? You?
So you were stationed out there, obviously, with the Marines, right? Like,
yeah, I'm a Hollywood Marine, boy.
All right, wait, were you born and raised California?
Yeah. I'm originally from a city called Wilmington, California. Small town, small Hispanic town.
South or
South side, homie, South side.
Oh, see, like, I got my buddy Juan Carlos. I think he's pretty sure he's still stationed out in that Navy base out there.
Oh, nice, nice.
I went out for 4th of July to that Navy base weekend to party with him and his boys before they shipped out for deployment. And I would tell you, dude, like, first off, their little compound was beautiful, like gorgeous.
Yeah.
Of course, they're Navy guys. They know how to drink. You guys Marines know how the Navy.
Yeah. They were the ones giving us the rides.
yeah. So like, that's it. I'm pretty sure it's in their song, right? Like the drinking.
Yeah. Sure. So I mean, we're part of the Department of the Navy.
Yeah, you're Department of the Navy. See, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was fucking beautiful out there, man. Like, I ate a bunch of edibles that, like, I thought, like, because I really don't smoke weed, but I'm a huge supporter in medical marijuana for veterans.
Oh, for sure, man. Likewise.
That's why I have a new merch dropping that is basically pushing that, which is veterans cannabis for veterans, and we are in talks of getting a sponsor with Weed for Warriors.
Wow, that's bro.
One of my first guests, who's a Marine, actually, too. His boss, or the guy he does contracting work for, has a medical marijuana farm out in California, and they work very close with Weed for Warriors. So, like,
that's interesting, bro. Yeah, a lot of people don't really like to like work with the weed and veterans, but we need that. We need that, man.
Honestly, as you know, like, Big Pharma just loves the VA because they can just shove fucking pills down veterans' throats, and you know what I mean? Like,
I hate that, bro.
Yeah, same here. I think I don't smoke weed, but like, I'm a huge supporter of, like, the cannabis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, I know that it helps a lot with the depression part and some of the anxiety piece as well, and also some of the cancer patients really relieves the pain that they're going through with the chemotherapy and all that.
exactly. And I think like definitely you get these veterans that come home, and look at us already jumping into it. You get these veterans
Yeah,
that
yeah,
come home. You get these veterans that come home and like whatever their disability from being blown up, what have you, being a grunt and whatever MOS, your back pain, your knees, and the big pharma just putting pills,
yeah.
in their faces, when that pill's done. I've openly talked about my addictions. Um,
Okay, cool. It's
like
good to know. Thank you.
you got what I'm saying. Like next thing I know, like I just wanted a cheaper version of the drug. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like so,
for
like
sure. Yeah.
then you go to
Well,
harder drugs.
well, as veterans, I mean, we're typically we're job done no matter what. So like, if we could find it, we could look for it. We're gonna get it, and we're just gonna conquer,
Yeah.
take over, and snatch, bro. Hey, so what did
Like,
you say you were working? Who did you say you're working with again for the weed?
my buddy Corey Timberlake, he was the first guest of this season. He's a Marine Corps buddy.
Okay.
His friend is Weed for Warriors, has a connection with Weed for Warriors. He
All
actually, the
right, I
guy
like
is,
that.
I guess, donates or he's a big or something. But we're in talks with Corey's in talks with us for us to get Weed for Warriors as a sponsor and us sponsor them.
Yeah,
Um,
that's cool.
yeah, dude. Like, so that's why I'm dropping a lot of merch. It's for cannabis for veterans. A lot of my new hoodies are coming out. It's big on the marijuana, medical marijuana for vets side, and
Yeah,
everyone that buys one of those hoodies or whatever, because with the bonfire and stuff, and most of my products, when I get the profit,
yeah.
it goes to a charity. So
Oh,
it
really?
goes to yeah, I don't really put profit out for it. I guess you can say because
Okay,
I'm
okay,
not
okay, okay.
the
That's what's
website's
up.
doing it itself. So
That's solid.
it's just
So,
my times. But like so like in my mind, it's like I'm trying to do as much as I can. Like
no,
this
no, no, for
next
sure. Like, shoot me
this
that
this
information,
next
because I would like to definitely buy some shit off you, bro.
fuck yeah. And plus honestly, like it helps me pass my time and I'm actually getting pretty good at
Yeah,
this
yeah,
graphic designing shit. And like it
yeah,
gives me
dog.
something to teach myself, dude. Like
Yeah,
I
fool. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I watch enough YouTube videos and next thing I know I think I'm a pro and shit. Like
yeah, 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 yeah. Me too, me too.
but like yeah, so most of the time like the cannabis one I'm gonna be donating to Weed for Warriors and stuff like that. So whatever hoodie sold, that money I make on that is all going to either cannabis for vets or Weed for Warriors.
Yeah,
Because
man, put me in, bro. Because the
I
street
think it's a big
weed
push,
in the street
dude.
is hell expensive in Cali, fool.
Dude, I think it's a big push, you know what I mean? Like, come on, we all know like Afghan Kush and
Yeah,
Afghan weed
yeah,
is the best weed, and we all know like some soldier at some point brought those motherfucking seeds back from that motherfucker.
yeah. Off the record,
You
off the record,
know,
definitely.
off the record disclaimer. But
Yeah.
so yeah, dude. Tell us a little about yourself, man. Like, how many years did you do in the Marine Corps, and like,
So I did my 4 years in the military. I enlisted in 1998, fresh out of high school, and I had different reasons for joining myself, but mostly I wanted to get out of my neighborhood. I didn't want to be another statistic. I didn't want to be another gangbanger. I didn't want to be just working as a paisa in a kitchen making tacos like everybody, or like I didn't want to be a longshoreman. I wanted to travel and see the world. So, but I didn't want to go to war, fool. So I became a clerk, and I did a and that was probably my best experience my military experience was it was good, it was great. I was, like I said, a Hollywood Marine. I went to San Diego for a boot camp, and then from there I went to MCT, a military combat training, and then from there I went to my MOS school, and that's when I perfected my drinking at my MOS school at Camp Johnson, bro. I don't know, you know what I mean, though, right? Like,
yeah,
uh,
the mil. I
that's
always
where I had
tell
my
everyone
initiation, bro. That's where I had
the
my haze,
military teaches you how to party. Like,
like,
there's no better teacher than the military to teach you how to
yeah,
party, dude. Like,
yeah, yeah. Like the barrack life was my so I joined the biggest sorority, I joined the biggest gang, and I perfected my drinking when I was in my MCT
yeah,
school, and it was
yeah.
crazy. It was amazing. But I also went through some shit that really like I was young and I didn't know at the time what was going on that affected me in the long run. That just recently I was able to address while I was talking to my therapist here at the VA. But we'll get into that later. But if you want, I could kind of like go kind of slow and let you know what happened. Was basically I was I engaged in what it is in the military in the an initiation process when you get to your unit, right? And that
Yeah,
consists of whatever it is that you go with the punches with, right? And it could be from jumping off a building with a poncho during the rainy season and breaking your legs when you land, to like an orgy in a bedroom, right? Like whatever it is, right? But it's basically against your own will. Um, so, anyways, then from there I did my I was stationed at the Second Marine Air Wing Station. I was an air winger, so I was on the close to the flight line the whole time, and I was listening to jets land and go, land and go, land and go. So my hearing is shot because of that. That, and I think because of the gangster music I listened in the lowriders when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, damn
yeah,
straight.
yeah. So but when I went into boot camp, like before that, I had a girlfriend, dog, and I was real loving, real romantic. I was real I had a dog and shit like that. Like I used to visit my family, and then when I got done and I went to my duty station, I wasn't the same no more. I was real cold. I wasn't holding my lady's hand anymore. I wasn't like I couldn't participate like in regular activities no more. I was just like I think in boot camp I was forced to shove my emotions and my feelings to the side, dog, and just
Mhm.
operate like a machine, fool. I was just operating like a machine, dog, and it didn't matter. And I just started drinking early on, and one thing led to another, and I just started drinking. I got married real young, and then the drinking became problems. I got married young. I had marital issues. It didn't. I worked long hours at my duty station, and shit. Did fire watch? You ever do fire watch, fool?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Fucking hate that
That shit
shit, man. The other day I
sucks.
saw Green Logbook. That shit gave me PTSD, dog.
Yeah, dude. Shit.
So
So you saw yourself becoming distant
I
to your loved
didn't
ones.
know at the time. I didn't know at the time, fool. But
Right.
I know
But
now.
like looking back, you now see that.
Yeah, looking back now, I now see that fuck, I wasn't feeling at all. I was numbing I didn't know how to deal with my emotions and my feelings. I had I did not have the skills needed for me to be able to process my emotions and my feelings, dog. But I had the skills to fucking shoot center mass and shoot the enemy from fucking 300 feet away, my
Yeah,
boy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And I know how to keep my weapon like in fucking 3 minutes, but I couldn't
yeah,
fucking
dude.
take. But I couldn't go to church with my wife at the time. You know what I'm saying? I like, fuck
Right.
no, I'm gonna stay home and drink a beer, talk
This
that.
that's the thing is like I feel like a lot of people don't understand like the Marine Corps is set apart for a reason. You know what I mean? Like I've talked to
So,
I've talked to other like Marines guys, Marine vets that have had on my podcast. Like it's set apart for a reason, dude. Like I say, like the thing I envy about the Marine Corps is as an Army infantryman, you guys know your history. Like
man,
you guys break down your history, the whole Marine Corps history. You know what I mean?
well,
But
the
that's
touch
a way
having.
I believe to fucking, like to fucking make a fucking Marine, like all you know is your history of Marine Corps. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, well,
is
fool, like
you
we don't
gotta
die,
be,
dog.
yeah,
Yeah,
you guys, what, you guys go to hell to regroup, right? Or like,
when we die, we're gonna go to heaven and we're gonna guard heaven's gates and we're gonna be waiting for everybody right there. That's what we're told. That's what I believe. I still believe that shit to this day, dog.
oh,
Like,
I thought it was like, devil dogs don't fucking die. They go to hell to regroup. Like, you guys go to
yeah,
hell
yeah,
to
yeah,
fucking get ready to go
yeah.
back at it again.
It's true. That's true when you don't break out of that soldier mentality, dog. But
Yeah,
when you come back home, you realize that you gotta go through hell to get to your heaven. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You have to
yeah.
get out of your hell to go to heaven, dog. But yeah,
So,
it's go ahead. Sorry.
like, did you do any deployments or did you just serve?
No, so like what happened with me, bro, was I was getting ready to the everything was we were it was building up, but when I was in there and since I was admin, we were really training to with the unmanned aerial vehicles, which were the drones at the time. They had freshly come in, and we were being a support to the squadron. So I was administration. So really, I caught a lot of flack for just being a clerk alone by all the grunts. They were like, "You ain't no fucking Marine," you know what I mean? Like, get out of here, you admin pole, which is another thing that affected me. But what happened with me was because I couldn't adjust at home. I got married young at the same time. Eventually, at the end, they gave me my credit. I got out with my 4 years, but I processed out with an OTH. I had an other than honorable because of a because of what happened to me while I was in the military. I had a little situation with that initiation process that I told you that I was involved with. I really couldn't face that issue, dog. And I'm gonna be open about it right now. I'm gonna allow myself to be vulnerable with you, fool. And so, and if this podcast is really about helping other veterans, and so that we can
Oh,
make them and not break them.
it is,
So, like,
boss.
100 out of 1,000 male veterans suffer from MST, dog. It don't have to be male on male. It don't have to be like, it could be male, female on male. But a lot of times guys don't see it like that.
Can
And
can
what
I
happens
can,
is,
can I ask you a question? What's MST? If you don't mind me
uh,
asking.
MST is military sexual trauma, dog. And
Okay,
so military sexual trauma could be like sexual harassment. It could be like groping. It could be unwanted,
great.
unwarranted sexual comments over and over. Like, hey, papi, come over here. Bring your big dick over here. Over and
Yeah,
over and over. Like, damn, bro, I'm trying to stand in formation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn,
yeah,
I'm trying to get to the chow hall and get my breakfast. Can I go to my breakfast meal? You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
hey, so what happened was that fucked me up at home. That fucked me up everywhere, and I kept that deep dark secret inside of me for so long that it affected me, my boy. Like I froze all the time. So you know what I started doing was I started drinking. I started just drinking because I fucking nobody would believe me. Nobody took me serious. People would just want to help me because I was good looking, but I wanted them to take me serious. So I just started drinking and drinking and drinking, and then the drink wasn't enough. Food wouldn't quiet down the insecurity. So then I started just smoking weed, and then I started looking for more other stuff. And what happened was I popped on the Pistons, and then they kicked me out, dog. The military kicked me out. They did me dirty. So then my biggest and my number one thing, my biggest dream to be the Marine, to retire for 20 years was cut short because of the lack of support that I have, or because they didn't believe me, they didn't give me
And
no help.
that's just poor leadership. You know what I mean? Like
Oh
I know in our society that there's a stigma that guys can't get raped, guys can't be
yeah,
sexually assaulted. Get the
yeah, yeah,
fuck over it, dude. It's pussy. Like, excuse my language,
dude.
ladies. It's girls. Like, why wouldn't you like it? She's just, you know what I mean. But it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
dude,
You
like
wanted it to
sometimes,
happen. You wanted that to have. You let it
yeah,
happen. They
yeah,
belittle you,
and like
bro.
they focus that stuff a lot on females, but like it's the same way. Like guys can't go in if they go to the police fucking station and say I was raped by some female. They're gonna be laughed at. Like, what do you mean you were raped by some female? Like some girl?
Yeah, yeah.
No one's gonna believe that shit, dude. Like,
That,
if you're saying it's another guy, yeah, but like you can't like you're just gonna laugh out the door if you say you were sexually assaulted by a female.
it's
And
the
like
stigma, bro.
that's just dude, that's the craziest thing with it. And like I have
And,
a guest, a female guest that's gonna be on, dude. Like two of them at some point that I served with that are gonna be
oh,
talking like
awesome.
the same kind of situation,
Yeah,
under
yeah.
an underbelly that I didn't know was going on in
Wow.
a
It's
unit that
crazy.
I was dressed with, dude. Like and like
It's
that's
horrible,
what
dog.
this podcast is about. That bro, like I want people to be tell their piece and like I don't care. I told the girls I was like, if you want to say freaking names, and those rotten motherfuckers need to be fucking told,
Yeah.
bring their names to
Dude,
light, man. Like,
you
who
have
am
to
I to
because
tell you you're feeling comfort in Majestic AF, who's here to help veterans, and for me to tell you, oh, don't say their names. Like, if you want to say the goddamn
ah,
names, say the names, bro. Like,
you you know
that's
how many
something that's
veterans
affecting
commit
you.
you know how many veterans commit suicide because they have those secrets and they can't let them
Yeah,
out because of the shame and guilt that carries, dog. Like it's
yeah,
something that is so embarrassing and you don't want to tell
yeah,
nobody. The reason why I'm allowing myself to be vulnerable with you right now, dog, is because if I let that live inside of me in darkness, it's gonna thrive, dog.
yeah.
I need to let that not have any authority and not have power over my life no
No,
more. Man,
man,
fuck that
no,
shit, man. You know, and I
no, bro.
suggest anybody out there
And
to
I'm,
do
I'm fucking, I'm fucking proud of you, bro. Like, cause I tell about like the conversation where I'm prior to going live. I was telling you like I don't want anyone to ever feel as lonely as I felt that fucking
that's
those
that
couple
part right
times.
there, dog.
And like
That
that's the thing
loneliness.
is like is dude, I trust me. Like I would tell people like I'm fucked up, but like I'm that funny guy. Like oh, he's always joking, he's always smiling. Like he can't
The
be fucking
worst.
suicidal. He can't
The
be fucking.
funnier
He's
the
always
joke,
happy.
The deeper the
Like,
pain, dog. The deeper the
yeah,
pain.
dude. Like, and
And
that's
I'm a
that's
funny
the crazy
motherfucker.
part. Yeah, same here, dude. Like, that's the
But
crazy
we let
part. Is like I
alone,
was the life of
fool.
the party. I was the
Me
life of the party,
too.
and like, no one would like, no one ever thought like, oh, it's gonna be like that. I was
Yeah,
suicidal, bro. And
yeah.
like, that's the thing that sucked, bro. Like, I tried my hardest to like keep it all in because I was always the shoulder to cry on. Like, I was always like the fucking rock for like my
Hey,
friend group and stuff.
hey, did you
So
make fun of
it sucked.
yourself a lot too? Would you like make fun of
Oh,
yourself?
me? Yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Yeah.
man. I
But like,
hated that part about me too.
dude, this is the thing about me is like, what's amazing about me now? Like, dude, I've come so long, so far that like I never people vouch this. Like, I never gave a fuck what other people thought. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
I did
yeah,
an aspect at a young age, but then like, look, like I have fucking my nails painted, like I dress the way I dress. Ain't
yeah, yeah,
nobody
yeah.
gonna fucking tell me nothing. Like, I'm fucking 100%
Rebel.
fucking straight. Okay, I do me. Like, why the fuck do I
Yeah.
want to fit your fucking mold of who I should be
Right, right,
when
right,
I'm
right.
me, bro? Like, and a
Yeah.
lot of people need to
I
fucking
commend you
learn
for
that
that,
shit. Like,
man.
listen, like you're you, dude. There's only fucking one you, dude. Like, there's only one Sean motherfucking Lizer. There's only one Mario. Like,
That's right,
be
baby.
fucking you, dude. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit for nobody. I'm not gonna fake not being who I
That's right.
am. I'm
Right, dog.
fucking happy, bro. Like, people get
People
fucking
can see
mad at
it.
me. Yo, I'm a chunky dude. I like showing off my fucking ground beef, bro. Like,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
don't
love
wear those
yourself,
cut off.
boy.
I'm bringing back
Yeah,
croc tops, bro.
yeah, hell
Like,
yeah,
all
dog.
you
Like,
females
look
think
at
you
that.
can only
You're
rock croc
motivating me,
tops.
fool.
Yeah, my ass gonna be wearing crop tops. But
Yeah,
that's the
dog.
thing is like people look at me fucking like, oh fuck, like you're either fucking gay or you're like you're just a fucking weirdo. It's like, dude, like first off, I'm not gay, and if I was, wouldn't matter to you. And
Exactly,
second,
man.
it's just like I'm sorry that like what you think doesn't
What do you
carry
think?
any
Yeah,
doesn't
they
carry
say
any
you
weight
spot it.
in my
Yeah,
world.
yeah, they say you if they spot it, they probably got it, dog. That's probably what's
Yeah,
going on
man.
right there. Their
And like
insecurities.
and that's my thing is like why like I think like for a while, like when I was younger, dude, like I did give a fuck what people said. You know what I mean? Like
So did I,
what people
man.
thought. But I acted like I didn't. But like when I finally got
For
old
sure.
enough, my one of my best friends, Jordan Tiberia, God rest his soul, like one of the reasons I did this dude, like he always told me is like he was the one that never gave a fuck. Like we were like a gruesome twosome, bro. Like I was the chubby kid, always picked on for being chubby. He
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
a stud, but he always got picked on for his speech impediment and like it stuttered. But like so we stuck since 5 years old. We stuck together. Like
Oh, so
we
you
had
you were bullied a
we,
lot in elementary school, you mean?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So was I, fool. So was I,
Like
man.
I
Look at
was
me
I was
now.
always
What's
called
up? Look at
lunchbox
me
and
now.
shit. You know what I mean? Or fucking dude, I was brown in a fucking redneck town. So like
Oh
I was,
man, I feel
you know
bad
what I
for
mean?
you,
You know
dog.
how it was. You know, but
Yeah, yeah,
everyone thinks New York is there's no racism.
yeah, yeah,
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
But
Same
now
thing here,
it's
dog.
that's why I laugh at my fucking town now because like just because it's 2021, like there was like a painting, a mural on my fuck in our middle of our town that was like uh, it was a slave, but like it's like based on the back in the fucking days about like the Dutch settlement of our town.
What
No
the
one gave
fuck?
a fuck when it was painted 15 fucking years ago, but now it's 2020 and it's cool not to be racist. People
Right.
give a fuck now, but it's like the
Yeah,
same
yeah, yeah.
people that are preaching saying you should paint over this mural are the same ones that were calling me wetback in fucking school and telling me go
Dude,
across the fucking
crazy.
border. You know what I mean?
Yeah, same shit here,
So it's like
dog.
now it's cool not to be racist. So like all that shit you said to me, fucking, so it's
Yeah,
ignorant, dude.
yeah. The good thing is now I'm in a place where like that kind of stuff it has to slide off my back like a duck in water, bro.
Oh
Because
fuck yeah,
we're bigger than
fuck yeah.
that now, dog.
Dude, like I've always tell people like, dude, like I don't give a fuck. Like you can call me the SPIC word, like,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
The only way that's gonna hurt me is if I give you that word and you the power of
Exactly.
it
There's
hurting
two
me,
types
man.
of people, fool. There's two types of people in this world. You can be a victim or you could be powerful, dog. Which one are we?
Mhm.
Which one are we,
Yeah,
dog? We're gonna be
yeah,
powerful
dude.
today, dog.
Fuck yeah, dude. And like I've told people down here as like a veteran, as someone like I fucking loved everything I did in the military. I
Right.
loved being a fucking infantryman. I loved being a fucking grunt, dude.
Yeah.
I
Man.
tell everyone like, dude, like if I was, you can ask my sergeant shit, like if military was a fucking Olympic sport, like I would have been pretty damn good at it. I would have been on an infantry grunt
Yeah.
team. But
Yeah, I have my mad respect for the grunts, man. I really do, man. Poor
eh,
you guys put up with a lot of shit, dog.
dude, yeah, but whatever, we're the dumb
That's
guys. And it's like
no, that's that. See
that,
what I'm
that
saying?
that's
That's what
that's
they
what people
don't
say.
believe.
But like, dude,
Fucking
listen, the
stupid.
infantrymen, like the shit we need to know and the shit we have to fucking pull off, dude. Like,
The shit you gotta pull off in seconds. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
dude,
Like,
like people don't understand that shit. Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
man,
like,
there's a lot of training behind that.
and that's another thing is like I loved everything I did, and I would do it over again. But like the whole of I think is the big effect on the mental health issues is that you're told
Right.
like, yo, fucking adapt and overcome. Well, dude, that shit, you're a fucking
Yeah,
soldier.
yeah, yeah.
You're
That's
this.
that part
So that
where you
that
have no
shit that
emotions, no
shouldn't
feelings,
bother you.
fool.
That
That's
that
that part
shouldn't
where there's
bother
no
you.
emotions. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You know
I'm
what I
sorry,
mean?
but
Like,
I get excited. I get excited about that part because that's the emotions and the part feelings where we're not allowed to feel that shit, but we have to adapt and overcome, dog.
yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
when we get out, we have to be this
It's
emotional.
yeah.
We have to be
Mm.
fucking civilians now. We got to be emotional, have feelings, and we're like, that's just stupid. You know, like
You
we
know,
don't know.
how many times I looked in the mirror like when I was breaking down, I was in like a dark place. That I tell myself, yo, stop being a bitch. Like, stop being a
Yeah,
bitch. Like you're just
yeah,
being a
man up.
fucking bitch, dude. Like
Sometimes you
and
got to marine up.
that yeah, like and that fucked me up. But like at the same time, like I was already going through some shit prior to the military, and like I always had my own fucking
Yeah,
things. And like when I found my niche in the fucking military, man. It was the one thing I was fucking good at was being a fucking grunt.
right.
And like
Yeah,
my boys are my fucking boys, dude. Like and then like Sebastian Jonger said, it's actually a really good book. It's called The Tribe. You should pick it up, bro. He talks
all
about
right.
being in the military, being the tribe, and then when you get like a warrior leaves the tribe,
I'll write that
you know what I
down.
mean? Um, it's that you lose your fucking, you lose your purpose, and like this is what this is all about. Like,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
tell you, dude. Like, I got out, dude. Like, and after my boys left, I had Swisher, who's tattooed my fucking arm. That's my one. That's literally he was like a father to me. And Sini, who's gonna be my guest, he's actually a Marine Army, and
Uh,
he's fucking everything. And he's like
yeah,
fucking pretty sure
yeah,
he's SWAT in New York right now. But he's a bad motherfucker. But they were like my fucking fathers. Like I didn't really
yeah.
have a fucking perfect picture family, dude, at home. Like
Right, right, right,
you know what I
right.
mean? Like so, like and then I found these dudes that were like had faith in me, knew what I was capable of, trusted
Right.
me in this shit, and like you know what I mean? Like fucking respected me as an equal, but at the same time, like fucking fucking educated me, made me fucking learn that fucking discipline, made me fucking be a better man.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
they're gone. Then they're gone. Like I'm separated from that shit. So now I'm like, yo, fuck it, like going back to my dumb, havoc, fucking idiotic
yeah,
ways.
yeah,
But at
yeah,
the
yeah,
same,
yeah. Behaviors, dog.
yes, yes, yes. And like we
Dude,
said, like I never but I made sure like my sergeants always knew and told me like I was one that first off never snitched, never gave up,
for
and
sure.
like I made sure like I took that shit and I wasn't gonna. I'm accustomed to the fucking bottom. I was always in the gutter looking up at the stars, and I'm not gonna be a
Yeah, this
victim of it.
part.
Like you said, bro, I'm not gonna be a victim of the fucking bottom. I'm gonna
No,
keep
hell no.
fucking like in the
It's a
dark
choice.
days, dude. They almost beat me. There's dark days, and I was lucky to have this girl, Courtney, this dear friend of mine. She fucking got me out of it. My Marine Corps buddy Tyler that we like randomly met. It's actually a funny story. He was actually on the podcast first season, but like, yeah, dude, they got me out of the dark times.
Hey, fool,
But
were you
divine
ever suicidal?
intervention, whatever.
Yeah. Were you
They
ever
came to
suicidal, dog?
what?
Were you ever suicidal? I was a little
Oh yeah,
suicidal
yeah,
too.
yeah. Yeah. I attempted twice. July 4th of last year. That's when
Wow,
Courtney
dog.
fucking like randomly just wanted to hang out, stop by, and like fucking like that was the plan was to take my life then, and then
Yeah. I'm
I
glad you
want to
didn't,
say like
dog.
Yeah,
Fuck,
same
we
here.
wouldn't be met.
2000.
We wouldn't have met. Fuck.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. And 2013. No, I'm fucking up the dates right now.
It's all
Whenever,
right.
yeah,
Fuck it.
around there. Anyways, I
Yeah.
I had the gun in the woods. Went to go fucking run up a tab
Shit.
at the local bar in my
Yeah.
hometown, and like get fucked up and like not pay the bar tab. And I met a fucking Marine named Tyler Larson, and like, because I was so drunk, like I fucked up like a lot of my military shit. I was like, this dude's gonna think I'm fucking lying about my military background. Like, I can't have this dude like
Yeah.
can't go out
Yeah.
blowing my brains out with him thinking I'm a fucking liar and shit. Like, so fucking like, so
That's the
no,
thing, dog. Like, yeah. Like for me, like I was suicidal too, but I was too much of a chicken to do it. So I decided to opt out by with the drugs, fool. And
yeah,
it was a horrible way of trying it because it was way too slow, man. It took too long, and I just lost a gang of weight, and I ended up
yeah,
doing some dumb shit
shit,
online that was embarrassing. So like
yeah,
but the problem was, so I ended after everything when I got out myself, dog. I ended up in Twin Towers, the LA County Jail, Men's Central Jail, and I was like, you know what? Screw this shit, man. I go, I just got done doing 5 years for DUI that went wrong. I go, I'm not gonna do no more time, homie. So then I was like, I'm a veteran. I told them, and then after that, the doors started opening. And that was in 2014, and they brought me to the VA in handcuffs, and they took the handcuffs off at this place called New Directions, and that's where my life changed. Where I was turned on to being of service. I was turned on to the like this peer support stuff, and then I was turned on to like maybe you know what? Maybe I'm not gonna be this piece of crap person that I've been for this last 15 years, where I've just been eating a lot of junk. And somebody believed in me, and that's when I was talking about this organization that gave me an opportunity. That was Volunteers of America. I don't know if you guys have heard of them in Tennessee.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's who I said. They helped me out. They when I was roughed up by that girl, and I was
Oh,
like
I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
homeless.
yeah.
Dude, Volunteers of America, even though the mayor of Athens, I've preached about this before, said they worked themselves out of a job
Nah,
and
they don't
that
know what they're talking about,
yeah,
dog.
that they helped out. They got me a house that I own today and fucking they
Wow,
paid
that's
the
good.
first months and stuff, and then I figured out like I'd buy
Yeah,
it and then
SSVF,
bang it.
SSVF, dude.
Yeah, so Volunteers of America, freaking, they're a great organization. But
Yeah,
The Athens mayor told Robert and Susan that they worked themselves out of a job because there was no more homeless veterans in Athens, Tennessee, and McMinn County. And really, that
man,
was just like you didn't want to redo the budget,
he didn't
and
want he
pay
didn't want to
them.
help veterans out no more. He was just wanted
I,
to keep the
I
money.
guess so.
Look,
Yeah.
hey,
Take it.
Volunteers of America in LA has not let go of me for the last 3.5 years. They've been by my side, like loyal as
Awesome.
hell, dog. They helped me with the SSVF. They helped me with HUD Vash so I can get housing. They've helped me with first and last month's rent, man. They've gone and advocated for me. They helped me with the vehicle, $1,000, man. So I suggest anybody out there, if you guys have any financial issues, reach out. If especially if you're in LA, man, there's a lot of funding right now. Reach out to your local Volunteers of America office, man. They'll come and get your ass, boy.
Yeah, they are good. They're a good organization. They're
Yeah.
amazing.
Hey, you
Uh,
know who also helped my ass,
hold
dog?
on, real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll keep on talking. Hey, you know who also helped me, fool? You ever call the crisis line? The veteran crisis line?
Yes, 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 yes.
Dude, I called them one time because I was suicidal and homicidal, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I just called them, and they're pretty cool because they're able to put in a console into your record at the VA, which flags the system, which forces the VA to contact you, and then services come flooding your way like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
So,
that's
like, all right. So, in your journey after your service, you went down this path of that a lot of veterans go down with the drug use, the drinking, um,
homelessness.
homelessness. So normally it all comes at once, or was it a slow, dragged out like
It,
process that you started drinking and losing? You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because like,
yeah. I started drinking a lot, real heavily until the buzz wasn't enough, and then I started using a lot until until I couldn't get high no more, and then after that I was just not coming home, running around until the ex old lady couldn't hang with me no more, and then the kids didn't want me around no more, and after that my parents didn't want me around no more, and then after that I was walking around talking to myself, hallucinating, hearing shit, going nuts. until I ended up in this spot that they call Vet Row. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's in LA. It's like a Skid Row, but for veterans,
Yeah.
dog.
I've
And
heard of Skid Row, but they call it
so
Vet
they got
Row.
this thing. Now they got this thing called Vet Row, dog. It's like right outside the gates, and
It's
it's
all
like if a
veterans.
veteran's yeah, it's like they're suffering, they're stuck in addiction, and it's like it's the only safe place where they can be, but it's getting a little bit out of hand, dog. And I'm only bringing this up because something needs to be done. It's killing our veterans, man. They're just out there using. I seen a veteran brother of mine who, like 3 months ago, he was out there. He was like a good 170 pounds. That was like 150, black eyes, beat up, less teeth, getting beat up by the streets, man. It's sad. But at the end, dog,
So
like we,
is it like Skid Row with all the homelessness, but just for veterans? Like like the
yeah,
veterans feel
yeah,
safer in a community with each other.
yeah, yeah,
That's
because you
crazy.
need so like have you heard of the harm reduction model?
No.
So harm reduction model is basically it's somewhere like where you can you live as long as you don't bring drugs onto the premises, but you can actively be using, but you have a safe place to use, and then that's supposed to get you to the next level, which is like detoxing or to like a full on
Yeah.
treatment center, like inpatient treatment center. So, but a lot of veterans just use it just to get high, like I did at one point until I realized this shit ain't gonna work for me. I was at a harm
And so
reduction. I
you
was
get clean needles and stuff like that,
shit
right?
like
Like,
that, shit like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But that shit gets old, homie, until like your life is in your hands and you realize you're going nuts in the head. So I finally made the decision for myself to just like save myself. And I walked to the ER and I self-admitted myself, and that's what it takes, fool, because it starts with me. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
you need to love
You
yourself enough.
you can't help anyone that doesn't want to be helped. They have to want to help themselves first. Like,
Yeah, because they're gonna
you know what I
reject
mean?
you, and when
Yeah.
they reject you, it fucking sucks. Like I feel
Yeah.
bad for my mom and dad. They tried to help me for so many times until I was like, all right, it's time for me to go. So I walked my happy ass to the ER. I told them I couldn't stop doing drugs. I detoxed by myself, and then I came into the program. And then after that, I committed myself, and I honored my fucking word that I was gonna stick for 90 days. And this time around, fool, I've not turned back. Like I swear to God, every day it's like I always gotta remind myself, where I came from. I gotta remind myself that I love myself. I gotta do everything that it takes to save my ass. I gotta do things like this, do this podcast. I gotta hang
Yeah.
out with people that are positive. I gotta volunteer. I gotta fucking do my push-ups. I gotta reach out and be of service. I gotta remember that I'm a fucking addict, and if I fucking pick up that pipe, I'm gonna drop my life. So every
Yeah.
day I just motivate myself to the point where like I'm gonna like hit the knees, thank my creator for myself, and just be the best fucking Mario that I can be, man, and just be awesome, be authentic, be
So,
genuine.
so has has you being motivated to change your stars and change your life helped your relationships with your family and stuff?
Bro. Like it's because Mario's back, the son is back, the good brother's back. Automatically,
Yeah.
like when I'm no longer in the influence and I'm not abusing my body, all I want is to be loved. You know what I mean? All I want is to be with my loved ones. All I want is to be hugged. But it's such a thing that you're so vulnerable because I'm not used to doing it that it's scary, and I was afraid, and I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen after I acted like that. But I had to take a chance on myself because anything was better than what I was doing to myself. I was killing myself. So I
Yeah.
decided to, like, you know what, come here, mom, I just want to say I'm sorry, and I was high, and I just had to come clean about everything. But honestly, the best thing I could have done was gone to the ER and then come to the treatment at the VA, because then I have the services immediately at my disposal, at my feet, dog. And
Yeah.
I'm able to share that shit to my psychiatrist and my therapist and tell them, let it go, and give them the fucking problems. And then they let the professionals do the rest of the work. And then from there, fool, man, I lifted such a burden off my fucking shoulders. I'm just like, I'm so relieved and grateful that I'm at least got my sanity, fool, and I can have this conversation with you,
Yeah.
because before I
Yeah.
was confused and stuck as fuck. I didn't know what I was
Yeah.
doing, man. So like,
So, like, do you think that the Los Angeles VA is like doing their part, like doing? Because I know there's a lot of VAs that are lacking in that
so
area
it
of like
starts.
actually
So
getting
so
help for
so
veterans.
I've not been to any other VA other than the Long Beach VA, and I got involved in that Long Beach VA, and I made sure that wherever I was at, some shit was happening. So it
Yeah.
starts with me wherever I'm at. So currently at the Los Angeles VA, I can honestly say that they're doing their part, man. they're doing these volunteer things. They're going outside. I see these different organizations trying to go out there and help, but still, it's more of the, like supply and demand. The demand, the supply is not enough for the demand of what's going on in the streets right
Yeah,
now. So like short-handed, there's way too. The battle consists. It's gonna take like for me and you to go out there and talk to a veteran brother and be like,
yeah,
love him to death, hug him to death, let him know that he's not gonna be left behind. Come and hit him consistently. Don't lose a day. Because I was putting a pipe in my mouth every 15 minutes, my boy, every 15
yeah,
minutes. So like, what they're doing. So like, I gotta be right there for them, and I got because I know that that's the work that it takes, and it's
yeah,
just hard to find good help like that. But like, if we hang out with the winners like me and you, man, I
yeah,
think it's
yeah.
possible. But they are doing their part, dog. It's just like it's the fight. It's a different war now. It's a big ass fight, dog. The
And
odds are
and
against.
and and I think with a lot of like Volunteers of America and a lot of these new resources, they're helping. They're putting that they're becoming the tip of the spear, with the VA, because it's sad to hear that a lot of VAs are failing our veterans, and I know
Yeah,
like because you hear these stories of veterans committing suicide in the VA to make a point, sitting on their med
yeah,
board sheets and stuff,
yeah.
or not getting the help they need when they have cancer or stuff like that, and that's heartbreaking, man. Like us,
Yeah, dude. A
these
lot of it
veterans
could be the
sacrifice a
initial
lot.
assessment. Yeah, yeah, they did. I mean, they earn all those services, and even if they do come out with bad paperwork, sometimes when they come out with bad paperwork, it's just because of poor leadership or because they don't understand
Yeah,
the disease, or they don't understand what's going on. Like when I got kicked out, they were like, "Fucking piece of shit! You're never gonna step out of a VA facility," and I stayed out for years until I realized that I was eligible for healthcare services. And
yeah,
now, thanks to that, I was able to get a discharge upgrade because now times have changed. Fucking with marijuana being legal and all that shit, like they just give me an upgrade. So now it's part like the veteran needs to know, if you got the listening, man, there's go to your local VA, reach out. You're not alone. Service connection is a big key, man. No, don't be
yeah,
embarrassed and afraid to fucking like go out there and get yours, man, because the
yeah.
VA is not
You
gonna
deserve it. You deserve it. There's
they're
no
not gonna
pride
come out
doesn't pay
and say
the bills.
sorry.
Pride doesn't pay the bills. A fucking
No.
battle buddy of mine told me that, and I was blessed to have Susan Pago. I know she's always watching. She's my Tennessee mom down here. She busted her ass and pulled it off and got me what I deserved.
Yeah, I gotta talk to her, man.
And yeah, dude, she's amazing. She's a saint down here, man. Like, and she's a
Damn,
VA
yeah, like
officer, dude. Like, she does that shit. Like,
oh
she was a
VSO.
she's a veteran herself, but like, she
Nice.
busted her ass, dude. Like, and that's the thing is, like, in New York, I never heard of a VA officer that did this stuff.
The
You know
a
what I
veteran
mean?
service officer, yeah, VSO.
Yes, veterans aren't like told this. You know what I mean? Like, they aren't told when they're getting out that these resources
Dude,
are open to them. But like
which
here,
reminds
being
me,
in Tennessee, which is like the volunteer state, like
yeah.
fucking, they're huge supporters of the fucking veterans. So like, they fucking, you just fucking go to
Yeah,
the
yeah.
VFW, someone's gonna tell you what to
So
do.
a lot of times, I'm glad you reminded me of that, because a lot of times, like I was afraid to reach out to the VA because VA staff, they get a bad rap sometimes. So this organization, it's actually a foundation. It's called the NVF, National Veterans Foundation, bro. They actually loved me until I loved myself. And what they are, they're a crisis line center that's non-VA, and you can call and ask them anything, and they'll teach you, they'll coach you, and they'll let you know exactly how to the ins and outs of how to get your shit and how to go around it. And you can always call them. So if you want to put them a plug, if you don't mind, I can plug them in real quick.
Yeah, yeah. After this, I'll tag everything you want me to plug in,
Cool,
the
dog. Yeah, if you
resources
can.
wise and their websites and shit. So like,
Yeah,
fellow vets can fucking see it. Because after this, I share it to like 1,000 veteran pages.
beautiful,
So
dog. So it's
so
the
like, I try
NVF.
I try to get our message and our mission out as much as
Thank
possible.
you,
You know what I
man.
mean?
It's the National Veterans Foundation, NVF.org, and you can find them on Facebook. You can find them online, and what the ours are, it's here. I got the card right here. Let me get the card real quick. It's for you guys that can't see right there. Look, you see that? Yeah, baby. Can you see that right there?
Oh yeah, it's your name and everything on it. Look at you.
Yeah, dude, they look.
That's
They're one
awesome.
of the few. They never give up on me, dog. They one time I walked in and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna quit. You know what they told me? They're like, no, you're
What?
not. No, you're not. You're gonna sit down and you're gonna man that fucking phone and you're gonna help veterans. And I was like, oh fuck. So they kept me there until I believed in myself, dog. So you guys can call 888-777-4443. They're a national crisis line, and the
Repeat that one
founders.
more time. Repeat that
It's
one more
eight
time,
eight
please.
eight. It's 888-777-4443, dog. And they're a national. They're a toll free information and referral for veterans and their families, and they'll fucking tell you the secrets on how to and how not to and how to do the things so you can get housing and everything. And they don't give a fuck, dog. The guy who started it, Shad Mishad, man, he's a shit. They hooked me up with ketamine infused therapy. Have you ever done that, fool?
No.
Dude,
What?
have you heard of Special K, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like the same difference, except that you're in an IV and you're getting a drip of ketamine, and they keep you just right before you go in the hole, but you're not in the hole, right? So now you're just like in this state of like you're just
Euphoria.
like euphoria, right? So it's you're killing your neurons and you're growing new ones at the same time. So what that did was it allowed me to make new and quicker decisions and feel fresh about it, like which is why I'm the way that I am right now, and I'm in the recovery stage, and I'm really not going to work because I believe in myself a lot faster because there's no more lag time left in me. It's like you should really look into it, man. And they
That's
introduced
crazy. I never knew, and this is through the VA. Like, what what is it called again? That kind of treatment?
so like you can actually go to this here. Let me pull them up real quick if you don't mind. They really hooked it up, man. It's a regenerative sports medicine. They're out of Santa Monica, bro. You guys can look it up on the you can on their it's Dr. Rand McLean, and on their website they're located at 2708 Oak Park Boulevard, in
And
California,
they
and they'll go
really
out of the way.
microdose. They microdose you with ketamine.
They do,
Like
dog. Dude, yeah, and it works wonders, dog. They hook you up to an IV, and they came up with this thing where like I felt like I was immortal. So the phone number to them, dog, is 310-452-3200, dog. It's 310-452-3206, and it's called regenerative sports therapy and all this high tech shit like bougie. Really don't get at the VA. You can get it outside the VA, and they'll really hook you up. And they go the distance with the veteran. It's like a holistic point of view, man. But they really hook you up, man. And they fucking that shit took
that
me
is
to the next
awesome.
level. Restart, man. I was able to restart my brain, dog. And so then that took me around to the VA and meeting these new, making new connections, and this is what allowed me to reach out to you and not be scared because a whole different outlook in life. It made it just it made me believe in my dreams because I was lit when I was going therapy, dog. But it's a
Yeah.
good type of lit. Like it's like it was amazing, dog. I really suggest
That
anybody who
that
wants to
that
try it.
is see that's the awesome part with these new all new medicines coming out. Like I know that they talk about the
Yeah,
microdosing of mushrooms and these psychedelics that can
yeah.
actually help. You know what I mean? Like
They did. I was a little bit scared at first, but once I went through it, look at
dude,
me,
dude, trust me. Like
look at
I've been to
me. I'm
festivals before. I've done ketamine, like
yeah,
in the
yeah,
recreational form. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
like to hear that it's
So they
actually
don't
being
take me
put to
to my
use to
point,
help veterans is fucking awesome. You know what I mean?
dude.
Like I've been in a bunch of K
Whenever.
holes once.
Yeah, no, yeah, me too.
Once,
You never get to
you know
get
what I mean? At
the
some
cable's scary
festivals.
as fuck, dog. That shit's scary, dog. But you don't really go to the cable. You have somebody, you have a nurse. There's a nurse watching you 24/7 at your side, and she's talking to you. And then the room is painted like in the like at the ocean with the breeze, with the palms and screen and 3D, and you got Tesla playing, and you're like in the zone, dog. And you grow,
That is
dog. I
awesome.
feel like yeah, dog. You should. If I'll fucking hook you up if you want, man. I'll let you talk to the
Yeah,
doctor. No problem.
send me the websites and stuff so I can
I
push
will,
this
dog.
out more. 'Cause that's
Yeah.
crazy. Like I never knew that like they were giving this out, like letting veterans, try these stuff.
Well,
So this has nothing to do with the VA. The VA has no.
no, no. The
So,
VA
but
doesn't allow.
so
From
would
my
it
understanding, the
affect?
VA.
Let's say, would it affect the veterans' benefits if they found the VA found
No,
out that they
I
were
don't.
doing this?
I don't think so. As long as you inform your primary care doctor that you're involved, like in a clinical trial, or that you're gonna try outside VA therapies. As long as you're an open book, and you talk to your primary care doctor about it, you should be fine because you're not abusing the drug, but you're actually using it to treat your disability, and it's
Okay.
proven. Finding that because they just got approved by it. As a matter of fact, look, he just texted me. Um, he says, "Thank you." He says, Been too long. Please know that we are up and running with ketamine again. You're welcome to come and do it, of course, on the house for you and any veteran. Awesome to hear from you and your success. You see what I'm saying? So they're reaching out.
That's
They would love to.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
man. They
awesome.
love veterans. They love
Yeah.
veterans.
And it's awesome that that there's these programs that are putting veterans first, knowing that like first off,
Yeah,
it's something that needs to be done, and is owed to these veterans to get the help they deserve, and like even if it's new medicine, man, like
for
you get what
sure.
I'm saying,
For
like
sure.
it's amazing, bro. Like, and it's
I,
these like these it's these fucking doctors and these like things you would never expect that people are like, yo, this is
yeah,
helping. Like people just use
yeah,
these drugs as
yeah.
recreational, like
It takes you to the leading edge. Takes you to the leading edge. You're ahead. You're leading your
and
recovery. You're a step ahead of everybody else. You're trying something new, something that we deserve because we put in the time,
yeah.
dog, man. Come on, baby.
So like, dude, like that's like I've always wanted to like experiment on like microdosing and shit like that, like, and I've always I've tried every hallucinant known to man like that I believe known to man besides ayahuasca and like shit like that. Like I've tried
Something tells
LSD.
me, something tells me that you're being completely honest right now. I don't know what it
Oh,
is.
100% honest, 100%
You
honest.
don't like to
I've
bullshit.
I've
That's
I've,
cool.
eat, I've, eat, I've eaten a bunch of mushrooms in my time and a
Yeah,
bunch of LSD. So
me too.
like, and which I love LSD. That's
Yeah,
disclaimer. I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
LSD
yeah. Off
is
the record.
one of the
Off the record.
greatest drugs. Yeah, on
Oh,
the record, I think LSD is one of the greatest drugs ever made.
yeah.
You see Shawn-jose, your mind's open, your third eye, whatever.
Exactly, and that's what the ketamine comes in because we
Um,
block our shit.
yeah, dude. Like, and it's pretty cool to see that these companies and these doctors are trying new like things that have been around have been labeled as bad and using them to fucking actually help
Yeah,
people. So
yeah,
like,
we're
I
living in
never heard about
extraordinary times.
the ketamine thing. Like, this is the first time. That's awesome. Like my
You should
buddy
check it out.
Joe Rapisato told us on the one episode he was on. He told me about like the microdosing and the mushrooms and stuff,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the
I
psychedelics
think
using it microdose
I
for
did watch a piece of
depression.
that. I did watch a piece of that. That's what caught my attention. Actually, I was like, "What?"
Yeah. So like, it's that's awesome, bro. That's
You
so
know what
cool,
this does for me? This makes me feel like I'm doing something good with my life right now. Like I didn't waste my fucking Saturday afternoon, dog. I really appreciate the invitation. Thank you,
dude.
man.
Dude, you are, bro. And like honestly, thank you. Like I told you before, like I had a bunch of guests back out, and I need to catch up on
Ah, thank you,
some
guest. Thank you for
episodes,
backing
bro.
out.
But dude, honestly, we were already been in talks of doing this and having this
Yeah,
conversation. I'm definitely gonna have you on again, dude. Like, 'cause I have to pick your mind
cool.
more about
Yeah, I know a
this
lot of shit, dog.
achievements.
I've
Yeah,
used
dude.
I've used every single
I
possible
never
resource.
heard about the ketamine being used. Better
I'm gonna
like
connect you. I'm gonna
I ne-
connect you, fool.
all right. So I'll say this right now. I never heard of it being used actively and being tested. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no, yeah,
and actually talking to someone that's been like, yeah, I fucking done it. Like, you know
yeah,
what I
bro. I'm
mean?
telling you, like, there's certain things that I do right now that, say for example, I'll go through an emotion and a feeling, and I'll process it, and then I'll be satisfied with the outcome, and then the adrenaline that my brain releases takes me to that moment when I was doing the ketamine infused therapy, which triggers the fucking happiness and joy and a sense of accomplishment, dog. And I'll be like, holy
Yeah,
shit, I'm there. I'm fucking there. Like
dude,
I
that
did
is
something right. And so then
that
I'm
is
just like,
fucking awesome.
and I reward myself like with an ice cream or some shit instead of rewarding myself
That's
with a line or a beer. You know what I mean?
that is awesome, dude. That's
Yeah.
dude, like that. I'm so fucking glad we fucking linked up, bro. Because like
Oh
this is
yeah.
shit like I never fucking knew, dude. Like that was
So like
being fucking used.
right. So because of that, now I got good news. 2 days ago, I just got a letter saying that I'm gonna start my employment at the VA, dog. Finally, after like 15 years.
Congratulations, bro.
Thanks, man, dog. I've been fucking struggling
Congratulations,
all
dude.
my life.
And this is what it's fucking about, bro. And you telling your fucking story and being
Yeah,
fucking
thank you, man.
100% true, dude, means the world, dude. And like your story is gonna fucking reach somebody and gonna fucking help them, dude. Realize not
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
alone. I hope they reach out to you and like if they need to
I
ask
hope so,
questions.
dog.
So
Yeah, yeah.
listen, to everyone that's watching or watches later on, this is
I
my
hope so.
man Mario. You
Hey,
guys,
what's up?
just like any of my fucking guests, you can hit him up if you ever need a fucking someone to listen to. Definitely
Yeah,
my
man.
fucking battles out in California.
I'm
He's
your
out
battle
there
buddy
now.
now, dog. I'm your
Yeah,
official battle
we,
buddy, my boy.
we got a guy now in California. So if I have any California battle buddies that just need help or need someone to
Get at
fucking
me.
talk to, he's the Majestic AF fucking Leonze for
Thank you.
California now.
Yeah,
So
I'll
you can
be
hit
the
up my
fucking
boy.
ambassador
He's
for the majestic as fuck. Hey,
yeah,
if you guys want to
he's a
cure
part of the
yourself,
Cal.
yeah, if you're suicidal, you want to cure yourself, give me a call. I'll talk you out of it, baby.
Yeah, dude. Because that's the thing. Is like I always say, dude, it's veterans helping veterans are gonna fucking stop the 22 a day. We need to
Yeah,
combat that shit. No one else
that
is
we
gonna
do,
help
man.
us. All these
Yeah,
people say they support veterans and they want to help veterans, but when push comes to shove, it's always veterans helping each other. Like,
money
and
helps.
it's sad to say, dude. You know what
Money
I mean?
helps. Money helps, dog. But it's love that actually gets the job done.
Yeah, facts. And dude, like honestly, you fucking killing it and making it through all this shit, dude. Like that shows, dude. You're a fucking Marine at heart, and you never lost that
Oh,
fucking warrior mentality. You
no,
fucking,
hell
you know,
no, hell no, man.
you're the change you want to see in the world, and you're still fucking going out there and helping fucking your battles. That means the fucking
Thank
world,
you,
bro. I
thank you,
want you to
man.
know that,
Thank you,
dude.
thank you. You
Like.
likewise, sir.
Like I'm just like I try to tell like when I hit up all these other veterans like these big name veterans and stuff,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get big time and shit sometimes, but like it's like dude like I'm just trying to do the same thing you're doing but on a smaller scale, bro. Like, but I don't give a fuck. Majestic AF, I promise you, give me 2 years or less. It's gonna be a household name for veterans to know
Yeah,
they
I
can
believe it.
turn to Majestic AF and get
Yeah,
fucking help and get the fucking resources they
that's
need,
right,
dude.
man. Majestic
Like,
AF, man.
and
Leading with
and
the veterans.
I'm telling you, like, look, you fucking took an interest in fucking wanting to contact it. You know what I mean? Now we got your
Yeah,
story out there. That's all what it's all about. Like, you don't have to be some famous veteran, dude. Tell your fucking story, because
thank
not
you,
every
bro.
veteran is fucking out there making millions like fucking the guys from fucking
Yeah, yeah.
other organizations, like And those guys are fucking awesome dudes. Like I talked to JT from Article 15.
Oh
We've been
yeah.
just bouncing back and forth trying to get each other on the same schedule so I can have him as a guest. You know what
Hey,
I
you know
mean?
what? I commend you.
Lance and them, Pierre, who's like my mentor, who's on tomorrow, his
Yeah,
business partner Lance. Lance shows those guys. Lance is a good friend of mine. Like I talked to Lance and them. Like I'm gonna have try to get Pierre to get me Lance on. He's the mullet king. So, but like, he's got a
nice. Yeah, it
these
ain't easy
veterans.
to coordinate, dog. It ain't easy to coordinate. So kudos to you, man. It's
Yeah, dude.
hard. We're in a different
Yeah,
state.
yeah, dude. Like dude, it's a struggle sometimes, man. Like I'm up at late at night making the merch, booking
Wow.
guests, booking backup guests, and I'm doing it myself, dude. Like, so it's awesome to have like people like you reach out and see like what I'm doing and want to be a guest, and like it makes my job a little fucking easier, dude. Like, definitely,
So,
like,
so they say you gotta you could do the easy things first to live a hard life at the end, or you could do the hard things first to live an easy life at the end. So it'll work out for you because that formula
yeah,
you're working, you're busting your ass right now, and you're gonna have an
yeah,
easy life at the end, dog.
yeah. Like, and honestly, the whole thing is like I tell everyone is like, dude, like I don't care, like I don't want to become famous off this. I want Majestic AF to become famous, to have a
Yeah,
place that like Majestic AF look is because we're all fucking veterans and we're majestic as fuck, bro. Like no matter what we look like, and like
yeah, we're all
we
alphas.
are we are majestic as fuck, dude. Like this is it. Like I also have a tattoo, and one of the Majestic AF slogans are "All trash, no trailer." Is because
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, yeah,
calling
yeah,
us trash. It's because I am me. You
yeah,
think I'm trash, I'm what you think I am, but I am me. I'm
yeah,
always gonna be me. I'm always gonna be that fucking all trash, no fucking trailer,
yeah,
dude. Get it
yeah.
right.
That's right.
Like, and it's just me saying, dude, like my flaws and all. Like you have to accept me for me. That's the all
Yeah,
trash no trailer means.
that's
Like you have to accept me for
that's
me. You're not gonna fucking just pick and choose what parts of fucking Shawn-jose you like. You're gonna fucking
yeah.
accept me for me. You know
You're
what I
in the
mean?
present
And
moment, being and living and breathing
yeah,
and doing, man. That's awesome.
yeah. So and that's like I always want to be the change I want to see in the world, like Gandhi said, and that's what I'm fucking doing. I know you can change your stars. People want to settle, and it breaks my heart. A lot of veterans too want to settle for this bullshit fucking life that they think they can, that they have to settle for. Man, you can
No, it's a
change your
lie.
fucking star every day, dude.
Right,
Like,
man.
listen, like I said, I'm accustomed to the bottom. I'm accustomed to the gutter, but I'm not a fucking victim of that shit, dude.
Hell
You know what
no,
I
man. We're
mean?
powerful,
I,
dog.
I
And you
try
know
to
what?
tell people, educate yourself. Knowledge is fucking power, dude. Because it's
You
not
have to
what you know,
be,
it's what
yeah.
you can fucking prove.
We have to be
Yeah.
under the influence of our dreams and our
Mhm.
dreams and our under the influence of our wants and our dreams and everything that we wish for, man. Instead of being under the influence of drugs and alcohol, man, we just have to be like lit off of life,
And
dog. Like,
but even that, it's like I break it down to like I'm fucking humble. Like I'm doing financially well. Like
oh, nice.
I have a shaggin' wagon van, dude. Like it's needs and wants. Do I? Yeah, I want to fucking buy a Tesla, and I probably could get a Tesla. But like, do I need a Tesla? No, I don't fucking need a Tesla, dude. I need a fucking van that I can fucking put a mattress in the back for me, and my dog to go travel and meet more veterans, dude. You know what I
That's cool,
mean?
dog.
Like,
Whenever you're in LA, you come to LA,
dude,
you come check me out.
I want to
I'll
go
take
out
you
there.
to some, I'll
Yeah.
take you to the best taco spots that there is, my boy. Tacos
Okay, right,
asada.
because we went to my boy Juan Carlos. He's a Puerto Rican cat. He's the one in San Diego station out there. He took us to some fucking taco place. Luckily, our boy Paul came
Uh
through, and
huh.
he like does a lot of things to Turn 14. It's a racing company. Took us out and saved the day with a real good taco spot. But this taco place he took us down to in San Diego, that shit sucked, man. The
No,
fish tacos back then
yeah.
sucked.
No,
And
you know
like
what?
the dude, we waited like an hour to even get
Ouch.
asked if we were gonna drink, like what our drinks were. Like I'm like, what the fuck?
No, 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 no.
But
I'll take you to East LA, Boyle Heights, right there on Cesar Chavez, where the real fucking tacos are at, right there. What you
dude,
call the
and
homie?
honestly, I want to like honestly like now like that you brought up that vet row. Like I kind of want to go get some footage out there and see like
You should. You
you
should.
know what I mean. Bring more light to that and awareness to that because that's I've never heard of that, dude.
It's bad. I mean,
Dude.
it's an uphill battle, but I'm actually trying to see. I met this one foundation called they're called Village for Vets. Village for Vets. I met
Yeah,
the
yeah. You
C.
told me to tag that Village for
Yeah, Village
Vets.
for Vets. So what they did was they took me in, no problem, did no stigma. The CEO, I didn't even know she was a CEO. We started talking about. She shared her story with me. I shared my story with her. We started crying. We started healing right there and then on the spot. And all of a sudden, she introduced herself to me. She told me who she was. Ended up being this big wig woman who is wants to take the vet row heads on, and so she's organizing with like some of the sheriff's departments to go in there to try to do something because what's it gonna take for that to change? Somebody's daughter or somebody's mother to get raped because of
Yeah,
the drug
someone that's
going on?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it really gonna take, bro? Like, we gotta do something, man. So, like, if
Yeah,
you want, I would love to for you to come out here and shed some light on that, man. Because the more, the better.
awesome. Well, we're gonna wrap this up, buddy. Thank you for again for coming on, bro. I'll get you to be scheduled for fucking
Yeah, yeah, no
long when
problem,
you
man.
pick your mind. More resources you find out. Like I said, you did Majestic AF,
All
California,
right, baby.
Magallanes from here on out, dude. Any of my battles, anyone out there that needs just to talk to someone or resources that's out in fucking the in LA area or California in general, you hit up my boy Mario. I'll leave you with one of these, boy. And as always, stay majestic
Wow.
AF. Thank
Thank
you,
you for letting
guys.
me be of service.
No
Shout out to
problem, bro.
Tennessee,
Take
baby.
care. Shout out, baby.